All right, everybody. So we're here with Paul Koehler from Silverstein, and we're going to be talking about Stay Warm Fest. How's it going, Paul?
Pretty good, man. How are
Uh,
you?
I'm really good. How's your Halloween been so far?
Pretty good. We're in Phoenix today, so a little bit earlier here, just kind of getting things around, planning for a show tonight.
Okay, cool. Any ideas for costumes or anything?
Yeah, our whole family crew is doing food. I'm a taco. We got the burgers. We got bottle of sriracha. We got our sound man's being the Kool-Aid man, so that's going to be pretty ridiculous.
That sounds great. All right, cool. So stay warm this year. This year it's been extended to 2 days, December 17th and December 18th. Last year was only one day. So why the decision, to make it into 2 days this year with more artists on the bill?
Yeah, well, we really just wanted to expand it, if possible, and was fortunate enough to kind of be able to have a lot of artists that were available and willing to play. So that opened up the ability to do 2 nights. And we kind of started with, ourselves wanting to perform again, so we're seeing, to headline one night, and with it being actually the last show for us for the year, and the last show before we go away and make a new album, it was kind of a good way to bookend a couple of years of really busy touring and promotion and stuff. So we figured we'll take a night, and then we were fortunate enough to talk to our friends in Protest the Hero and get them to headline the second night. So that was really our starting point, and we realized, okay, well, between the two of us, we have these two evenings planned, and then we started searching out artists, and it really came together in a pretty eclectic way. We have a lot of diverse bands and a lot of pretty big bands in the scene, especially a bunch of U.S. bands that are actually coming up for this. So that's pretty exciting for us.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Now, how was the whole festival started? What was the concept to start Stay Warm?
Yeah, so basically we just felt, looking at Toronto, for example, there's a ton of music festivals, what with great diversity, but a lot of it is kind of catering towards more mainstream stuff or more indie dance, electronic, whatever, kind of your typical, like, music festival that would happen anywhere in the world. So our genre wasn't really represented with any of that kind of stuff. Even other festivals that used to kind of come to Toronto, whether it be like a Riot Fest or a Warped Tour, they just haven't been playing in Toronto. So we figured, there's fans here that really enjoy this kind of stuff. And the closest thing that's really happening is Rock Fest up in Quebec, which is a great festival. We got to play this year. But for Toronto, and especially to be like in the middle of the winter when everything else is either just general touring and general clubs, we wanted to put on an event that's a little bit better and a little bit more diverse and all that kind of stuff. But we also didn't want to just focus on, say, big headliner acts. We also wanted to incorporate bands that were from the local area that also, have records out and actually are touring bands, but they're maybe from the GTA area. For example, like this year, like Sparrows and Cold Front and Rarity. Like these are bands that, are doing it, on the national level, but locally, they're still just local bands. So it's great to kind of give them a stage to perform. And then against, obviously, bands from the States that, have been doing this for decades, So it's a really cool contrast there. And we also figured that, like, where a lot of bands kind of focus on elevating themselves, we figured, banding together with local bands, local, organizations, press, all these different media outlets, that by banding together, we actually can elevate one another, and so for us, it's kind of feels more selfless in a way. We just want to make this a thing that's beneficial for everybody and just something that we could be a part of and have fun with, something that's just an extension of what we do all the time.
Awesome. I think that's really cool with the whole local thing because I know, I mean, the local music scene is still, it's kind of striving, but you can kind of see it's starting to kind of die off a bit. There's not as much exposure for those smaller bands.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for anyone anywhere in the world. I mean, the way that trends have changed, the way that music consumption has changed, everyone's just kind of learning and adapting, and kind of the traditional ways of like growing a band fast might not be there, and it still goes back to grassroots touring and working hard at promoting and being creative as much as you can.
Yep.
So, I think it's go through ways. You might have a pocket of bands that kind of all grew up at the same time and all kind of reached their peak together. And now we're just seeing a bunch of younger bands on their first or maybe even second record that are just kind of still building and getting there slowly.
Awesome. And you can go to staywarm.soundrank.com to get tickets. There's tickets for the 1 day pass for the 17th or 1 day for the 18th. You can also get the 2 day pass, as well as I think some VIP packages on there.
Yeah, and the 2 day pass, like you save like $10. We want to try to give a little value and do the best we can for people that want buying for both days. If you plan on coming both days, that's the best. And there are VIP packages available, just some enhanced experiences, and those are on the individual basis for the 17th or the 18th.
Yeah, awesome. All right, thanks, Paul.
Appreciate it. Thank you.